Hey guys, and welcome to Happy Time Reviews and our review of the Canon LBP 6230DW black and white monochrome laser printer. This laser printer has a lot of features for a basic printer. Um, it the 6230DW, the D meaning duplex, so it'll suck a page in and print on the back for you all by itself, and W meaning wireless network communications. Wireless network communications differentiate this from the 6200D that I used to have, because the 6200D is a USB only printer. This is a wireless networking printer or just Ethernet connected printer. So definitely good for an office environment, or if you just need a black and white printer. And it is laser, so it uses toner, so you don't have to worry about connection problems. But before anything, let's get started, and let me get this turned around. I have someone printing something right now on my network. So this is the Canon printer in action. This actually spits out pages very rapidly, as you can see, and it sucks them in all by itself. I was very surprised by this. I'm going to actually print on this over here on my side really quick, so you can see that again. But this thing does have a rapid print mode. It is not a slow printer, not by any means. This is a very good printer. Like I said, and it's fast. It prints images crystal clear. It prints on both sides all by itself, so you don't have any wasted paper, especially if the document that you're printing is, like 6 pages. You can use 3 sheets of paper, so that way it uses less paper in your organization overall. But as you can see, this thing is not a slow printer, not by any means. So, ooh. So, that's the wireless networking button. And then, of course, your button's up top here. But let's get flipped around so that way I can show you some other stuff about it. This uses Canon's 126 laser cartridge for black and white ink, or black ink. The black toner cartridge that is kind of like an all-in-one. It has the drum, gears, and all the other associated parts in with it. Now, again, I hate to make this a dual review, but there's a reason why. The Canon laser printer, this printer, can be bought on Amazon for an average of $89. A new cartridge for this printer from Canon, a new 126 premium full, not a standard, but a full high-end cartridge, will run you about $100, where the standard cartridge runs you about $80. So it's not worth it to buy this toner cartridge from Canon. Instead, I recommend this toner cartridge by EPS. I've been buying these toner cartridges since 2016 now again, I had a 6200D that I used to use, but now I use a 6230DW. I mean, let me flip this around again. I wish I had some way to portray that the printer is identical. I mean, literally, it sounds identical, it prints identical, it takes the same cartridge. The only difference I'm noticing is that it has networking, where the other one was a USB only connected printer. Again, this one has wireless connectivity as well as Ethernet and USB on the back, so you're not limited to just one way of communicating. It can use Canon's wireless print service, so if you want to print from your phone or remotely, you can. It'll connect to Canon's servers as long as one of the computers is on in your house. It'll go to that computer and process it to print it. And again, it's a very inexpensive printer. If you need a black and white printer for an office, I couldn't recommend this more. It's fast, it's efficient. As you saw, it prints on both sides, thereby saving you paper. And again, I can't speak more highly of it, being that I had the previous model, and being that literally the only update I see to this is, especially because it took the same cartridge even, is that it has the networking ability. I think this is the identical printer in every way. I don't think Canon changed really anything, because the motors sound the same, all the printing sounds sound the same. I notice zero difference between this printer and the non-networking one, other than the networking, of course. We'll leave links in the description so you can find this printer on Amazon for yourself. I recommend this printer, 5 out of 5 stars. It has given me no issues or running troubles. Occasionally, you got to go wake it up for it to print. It'll give you, it can't find the printer on the network error, and you just go push the power button and turn it off, and push the power button again and turn it on, and about 20 seconds later, it's spitting out your document. I've only had to do this a handful of times, but we also own a color laser printer from Canon. It's a multi-function center all-in-one, and I absolutely adore that thing as well. I'll do a separate review of that one, but I digress. We've had zero issues with our Canon laser printers ever since getting them. We always seem to have problems with Canon inkjets wearing out, running out of ink early before it seems that they should be, because, we just put a cartridge in it 2 weeks ago. So yeah, night and day difference from any inkjet printer, even the ones that have a big tank so you can just keep adding to the tank. See, the old way of laser printing, you replace the print head with the cartridge of ink every time, so you got a new print head, and you didn't have to worry about it failing. On these newer printers, you're still going to have to buy print heads or, take it to a repair shop to have them replaced. This isn't like that. Every time you replace the cartridge, it's still the same principle as a inkjet cartridge, where when you replace it, you replace the print head. Well, the drum is the transfer. It melts the toner to the drum, which transfers it to the paper. So that's still, you're replacing it every single time you replace your toner cartridge, which to me is a wise idea, because then every single time your drum and all those associated parts are like new. I remember working an office job for a little bit. I won't name what company, but it was a lawyer's office, and he had one of those giant copy machine ones, and it was like every month or so, once a month, it needed to get a whole new drum replacement. They kept, replacing the toner cartridges, but the drum had to keep getting replaced because it kept wearing out. And I think that it's a wise idea to associate them. So yes, it does make them a little bit more expensive. But EPS also has a recycling program. They'll give you a $5 credit for every old cartridge you send back, even if it's one of theirs or it's an old Canon one. So it effectively makes getting a toner cartridge from EPS goes from $20 to $15, which really makes this cheap to print on and own. I can say that I noticed no print quality difference between the Canon original and the EPS. The only thing I notice is a price difference. So I can't recommend this printer enough for anybody who just needs, like I said, a black and white laser printer. It's fast, it's accurate, especially if you're someone who prints a lot of shopping lists, or somebody who needs, you print coloring pages to color for work, or you own a company and you process a lot of black and white paperwork, you're in a law firm and you print out a lot of legal documents. This is your best solution to having to connect to the giant company, copy machine and possibly get documents mixed up. This is the best solution. They're inexpensive, they're well made, they're easily deployable in an office, so you can name the printers so you know which one is where, like East Hall, East Wing, West Wing, North Building, all that kind of stuff. It's easy to rename your printer. But I think that's going to wrap up the review for the Canon 6230DW black and white laser printer. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment on the bottom. If you've made it this far and you like the content, please hit that like button. Even if you don't subscribe, hit that like button. It will show my content more often to more people if you do that. That is the biggest help in the world, is to like my video. But if you do like my content, I ask you to please subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss a new upload. Again, real world reviews. I've had this printer over a year now with zero issues. So, as stated in previous videos, I like to have things at least a couple of months before I do a review on them. And something like this, having it a few years and still having it available on Amazon, makes this a worthwhile buy. This is definitely a hard buy. This is or an easy buy. This is a do not miss this kind of thing. This is a very good deal, very good printer. All right, guys, thank you for watching Happy Time Reviews. We'll see you on the next review. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.